Hey, what's jazzin'? It's time for Taste Test Live. I'm Damian Lamar, producer and host of Taste Test, the urban mix show that airs on WJCT 89.9 FM, Northeast Florida's NPR station. Taste Test is a 1 hour, twice weekly music program that airs Saturdays and Tuesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific. I'm excited to be back again for another week here in Studio One. Joining me are my Taste Test Live co-hosts, Mr. Blue Francois and the lovely Miss MJ Baker. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
Yeah. Blue, can you take a few moments and tell our first-time listeners what Taste Test is about and what's going to go down this week?
On our Taste Test Live podcast, you'll hear what we call music digestion sessions. Each week, we feature artist interviews, awesome backstories, and feature exclusive songs from our guests.
That's right. Our goal is to keep our podcast subscribers happy by offering new, fresh content. Get in touch with us if you want to promote your upcoming single, new album, documentary, or just drop by to share your newest project.
That's right. They can head over to our website at tastetest.live. If you head over to the contact page and you complete the form, you could be a guest on the show. And also, if you are considering becoming a supporter of Taste Test, this is a good time to get on the ground floor. I'm completely exposing myself on Patreon. You know why?
Why?
How am I exposing myself?
Wait, what?
I'm exposing myself.
That was going to be my question.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So I'm providing raw content. Everything that happens behind the scenes, and our guest walked in today. Yeah. And I'm also sharing my recording process. I'm getting ready to hit the studio in April and May to jam out my first LP called Neon Motherboard.
Oh, make sure y'all give.
Yeah. So the behind the scenes, they'll only get to see part of that real intimate.
So you telling me people who give the Patreon and support this show, they get BTS exclusives.
Yep.
BTS mean behind the scenes.
Yes. Yeah, they even get more than that. They also get...
Man, what are you giving? You're exposing yourself.
There's different tiers, basically,
okay,
right? So depending upon the giving level, some people automatically, as a subscriber, they get a chance to hear me and MJ talk every week on our Have a Taste segment.
Okay.
And what happens on our Have a Taste segment, MJ?
We talk about the playlist from the week before and what our favorites are. We just talk about how we like the music and the artist and, basically try to encourage you guys to expand your palettes.
Yes, please. So you get behind the scenes, other than just hearing the music that comes on Saturday nights. What's about to go down?
Right now, we're going to jump into our weekly segment of Put This in Your Mouth. I thought you was going to come in, MJ.
I was
You were supposed to save me.
Put this in your mouth. Put this in your mouth.
Oh, baby.
Put this in your mouth on Taste Test.
Yeah.
Put this.
Yes.
Man, you should have grabbed your saxophone.
Well, before we jump in, I would like our guest today to join us in this segment. Why not?
Stank Sauce.
Right?
Yeah.
So the segment is called "Put This in Your Mouth," right? Okay. What? You act like you don't know what putting things. I mean,
Oh no!
When somebody says "Put this in your mouth," when do they give you? What are they saying? It could insinuate a lot of things. They could be giving you a piece of candy.
Yep, candy, food, could mean anything.
Yeah, anything. So I call it a music digestion session, basically, and that means that I'm going to give you something to put in your mouth. You're going to let it melt on your tongue.
Okay.
You're going to savor the flavor, and you're going to digest it, and you're going to go.
You guys need to relax. Did we need to bring some shots or something?
Yeah.
Because you guys are so uptight right now.
Well, we had some shots right before we.
You did, okay.
So then y'all should be hype.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
this is kind of like our normal vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Are
That's
you?
them. Yeah, that's them.
We're
just chill individuals. So
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
They
that.
always
nothing
chill.
wrong
Yeah.
at all. So I just have
Okay.
to.
I just want to make sure you guys were comfortable.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joining us in Studio One is our guest today, Stank Sauce.
yes.
Yeah, welcome guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So we
Thank
have
you for having us.
Jawren Walton and Jawren Walton.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Happy to have you guys here.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. So you're going to be joining us on our Put This in Your Mouth segment. But for those people who do not know what Stank Sauce is, let me tell you. Stank Sauce is an international live music band from Jacksonville, Florida. They specialize in many genres for all party and corporate occasions. Started in 2011, Stank Sauce has been overseas in Abu Dhabi, Beijing, China, giving the world some of the special sauce. Stank Sauce is currently working on new music and are ready to be booked in for local gigs. And you'll learn more about them after we finish putting this in your mouth. But welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a beautiful introduction.
Oh, yeah. Sound like superstars.
Well, that's what you are.
Okay.
I've seen you on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them boys
Hey.
jam.
Yeah. And I'm not going to tell everybody how I know you, but I'm not going to embarrass you like that today.
Oh, you can.
That's
We
not.
go back.
Yeah, we go way
do.
back.
We
Yeah,
do.
really.
Yeah, to like Pampers.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'm dating myself. So, moving on. Blue Francois, what's
Yes.
on deck this week?
Ooh, it's been a rough week. But Jussie Smollett was the butt of a lot of jokes this weekend, starting with Saturday Night Live. They put together a whole skit about Jussie and the whole situation, and it was so funny. Do yourself a favor, Google Saturday Night Live Jussie Smollett, and it actually at first it kind of came off as a little like, oh, we heard this, but the way they played it where it was another, like they joked about him making up the story, and then they also had him come into a conference room of them going to fire him. And so then after they got mad, they said, Jussie was like, I'm going to leave. He left and came back and said, oh, I just got robbed again. And it was so funny. It was so, they really made a very diabolic joke about it. And it just made you think, like, they just made fun of the situation. It was just so funny. And, right now we're in a time of cancel culture where, if you say the wrong thing, you do the wrong thing, they put you on this thing where they cancel you.
You're canceled.
You're right, you're canceled.
But guess what? Taste Test Live can't be canceled.
We can't be canceled.
No, not at all. You shouldn't be.
And moving right along, Chris Rock, host. He also was one of the presenters at the NAACP or Image Awards, and he was presenting an award. And you know that Jussie was nominated for an award. He didn't win, but he was nominated.
So they kept the nomination.
In what category?
I think it was supporting. I have to look it up, but it was he was nominated. He was nominated for, I think it was Best Supporting Actor. I think it was, but he was definitely nominated. He didn't win, but he was nominated. And Chris Rock was instructed not to joke or no Jussie Smollett jokes, and he geniusly found a way to bring it up without getting, because normally now they have it where they'll turn your mic off and
Right.
Yeah, no, they let him get it all out.
yeah, he did it so smooth. He joked on that he was a light skin. He was just saying, hey, if I was that light skin, my whole career would be so much better than where I'm at now. And everybody, they zoomed in on certain people just balling up laughing. So to all our guests out there, listen, just Google Jussie Smollett Saturday Night Live skit, and then also the Chris Rock. It's just a minute, and it's so funny. And and then also, Trump is also launching a federal investigation of Jussie Smollett as well.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Drug.
God bless America.
Also, Wendy Williams and her husband, Kevin Hunter, are laying the groundwork for their separation after a turbulent 22 years of marriage. Page 6, which was the source, has learned that the daytime show queen has been married to Hunter since November 1997, and she's saying that he's been dogging her since, but has been keeping it on wraps. And right now it's a sticky situation because he's not only her manager for the show, he also is the production manager. He also manages her assets. And
Wow.
he's involved and in love with a mistress who just recently had a miscarriage, and so he's trying to figure out how to separate everything, because now he's concerned about losing his wages because he wants to be with the other girl, and right now Wendy is very stressed, and it's just so sad because and I wanted to hear your insight on it. Like, he had actively been in love and been involved with this lady for a long time, this mistress, and it's like what do women do in a situation where they love someone so much that there's nothing that she can do to save her marriage? Like, he's done. Like, I mean, he had a whole life and a family.
Right.
Well, try to create a family with this mistress, but he actually stated on the source that I provided, he don't want to lose his his salary. Like, he don't want to. That's his concern. Like, he not worrying about Wendy. Like, he doesn't care. Like, she's been admitted to the hospital for drinking and taking drugs to, I guess, to numb the pain of and everything that's going on. And
so she's really, really hurting, basically.
Yeah,
really
she
bad.
is.
And she's using these mechanisms to cope.
Yeah. So anyway, so prayers and shouts out to William Williams, who actually started shout out on radio. She has a podcast as well and doing big things with the show. And he helped. I mean, she pretty much gave him a career, not just a marriage, a career.
There's and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and I'm not being negative by any means, but those individuals that know Wendy and her platform that she used when she was on the radio.
Yeah, she was the gossip. Yeah.
Go back, and one of my two favorite interviews was the interview that she did with Whitney Houston, number one. Oh, yeah. Where Whitney was talking about Jesus and cussing at the same time. She cussed Wendy Williams out.
Yeah,
I like that.
She gave her a New Jersey, that old
a New Jersey
cussing.
Wow.
And you're like, don't come for me. Real fast talking Wendy.
Wow.
Yeah, and what exactly? That finger went up and everything, and she was like, now Whitney, she did that, and then of course Badu.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that.
And Badu came in with Stickman, and the dude was from Dead Prez. And, she was trying to challenge Erykah Badu about her baby's daddies and everything. And Erykah completely made her look like a spectacle by making her look like a comedian. Like, Erykah was making fun of her. Like, we're all having sex right now in our minds. It was. And she was like, you're not going to make me look like an idiot.
Right.
So karma has a way of coming back. And now we're starting to see the downside, the ugly side of how Wendy treated other people, and this is happening to her. So be careful how you treat people, because what goes around comes around.
I didn't even think about it.
I mean, but it seems like their relationship has always been tumultuous, and and usually I look at what is in you comes out of you. So,
right.
She built her empire on exposing other people's darkness, and so when a person does that, it's always to kind of deflect from their own darkness, you know what I mean, from what's going on, inside of themselves. And, to reference your question about being a woman in a relationship where you really, this man. I mean, she knows he's been cheating or whatever. And oftentimes you could tell that from when she says, my Kevin. You know what I mean? When she says those things.
Possession.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, if people aren't really like paying attention, when someone has to say, my Jawren, that to me, that's saying you really don't have him. But you're trying to convince yourself that you have him.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, because you shouldn't ever have to say my anything. Hey, this is Jawren.
If that's your husband,
whatever.
that's your husband.
Right. And so when I notice, like, she talks about, me and Big Kevin, me and little, so it's always trying to convince someone and the people that she has this great home life. And and oftentimes sometimes it's pride. Sure. Like, that this man is doing whatever, but your pride would not allow you to. She may not even really love him for real. She may just love the idea of the family.
And how it looks on camera.
Right, and how it looks on camera, because I expose all these different people, so how would it look for me to have a messy life? So it's like in the midst of that.
So lights on Wendy Williams, basically.
Right. The light is on. I mean, and with her health, and it's been coming for years because she's been having health issues for years. And especially when you have thyroid issues the way she does, you know, if your emotional state is not balanced, you will constantly be ill. So, you know, I just say, you know, a lot of it is pride. She's probably not even in love with him. It's probably just the idea of him, of the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have they have a son together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I hope that she gets better and that she can have some resolve to the situation, because I mean, nobody should be suffering in their marriage,
Yeah.
you know, at all.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we got anything else to talk about?
Yeah, hip hop and has taken a big hit in the music community. Nipsey Hussle was murdered 2 days ago in front of his store.
Yeah, on March 31st.
Sunday.
Yeah, so he was a American rapper songwriter from Los Angeles, emerging from the West Coast hip hop scene in the 2000s. Nipsey Hussle initially became known for his numerous mixtapes, including his Bullets Ain't Got No Name series and the Marathon Continues and Crenshaw. And also, he just dropped Victory Lap, was actually nominated this year in the 61st Grammy. It was nominated. I think he got beat up by Cardi B. And then Jay-Z first bought his first 100 copies for his mixtape for $100 a piece.
Wow.
So he had a lot of support from...
Let me ask you guys, anybody here, did you guys see his interview with The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
And how he talked about economic development,
Yeah.
what his plans were, and do you think that, I guess my question, and I'll pose this as a question, do you think that the power of social media, when you have a platform of that magnitude and you share that amount of information, is that a good thing or a bad thing? And I mean, let me try to rephrase this in a different way. Should he have exposed so much of what his plans were in that platform? Given his affiliation, his ties to the community, his enemies, what do you feel about that?
What do you guys
Well,
think?
I'll answer this. I know it's
and just so everybody knows who is talking.
this is Jawren from Stank Sauce right here.
Yeah.
Answering this amazing question here. It's like a double-edged sword. I feel like on one hand, it's like, you know, there's a lot of information that a lot of people don't want you necessarily to get out. The higher ups, the powers that be, the different people, different organizations. They don't want the average Joe to just pick up on economic power. But on the other hand, I feel that there's a strength in informing people that don't know what's going on, into plugging them into a sort of mindset that can get them into think about something more than what they would normally think about. You know, that's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna piggyback off that a little bit. Yeah, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. I was a big fan, honestly. I've been following Nipsey Hussle probably since 2008 or 2009. I was in college, like just listening. I mean, I'm a just fan of music, but because I mean, you can't help but grow up with hip hop being, you know, the era that I was born in. And Nipsey Hussle was a very big influence when it comes to just businesses and black empowerment, pretty much. Like, listening to him, he gave me the idea to start my own business, really. Like, he was
He gave you the idea. He was the one that said, his words were so impactful to you, you said, you know what, I'm going to become an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
along
amazing.
with, you know, like the Jay-Z's, but, you know, Nipsey Hussle was also like one of those guys, like, for real. Like, before he passed, I mean, he was able to buy like the store that he used to hustle in front of, like as a kid, you know?
And completely turned it around into something positive.
And completely turn it into something positive. Like, that is what it really is all about. And but just that piece of information for me back then, was, I mean, that powerful, you know?
Yeah, so he obviously was a great man of influence.
Absolutely. But at the same time, you do have to be careful, like, who you are surrounding yourself with, like your circle. I mean, I share a lot of things with the people that are close to me, which is only a few people, like my brother.
Yeah, your tribe. You got a small tribe, basically.
I have a small tribe because I'm not about to tell everybody like all my plans immediately, because that could be very easily, misconstrued. It has been already, just with like some of the ideas that I've already had. I mean,
yeah.
You know what's so sad, and to kind of answer your question a little more in depthly, it's sad that you become a target in society when you share too much information, like from health. Like he's working on the
anything beneficial that's going to be upward mobility to help us move upward.
And then Nick Cannon, he went public earlier today, or I think it was yesterday or today. He said that he's going to go ahead and reach out to the family and just put the money up to release his Dr. Sebi documentary.
Yeah.
So he said he's going to help. He's going to reach out to the family and fund everything, like get it out there. So like to answer your question, it's sad that when you have that much information, you want to help change people's lives. Again, he's somebody who had a past. Like he was an active member in the Rolling 60s, which is a major, deadly gang in LA. And crazy thing, I didn't want to bring this up, but right now, up until they captured his killer, the streets, they even it was so funny that TMZ reported that they used the word streets. They said the streets have killed some of his members, like family members of the one who killed Nipsey Hussle and family. So it was just kind of like so, like it's just so it's so crazy how this man was trying to create a platform where he changed from what he grew up in, changed his whole life around.
Completely changed his lifestyle. Completely.
Bought property. He invested into a lot of companies. He was actually going to open up a school in Atlanta. It was just like so much he was doing. I remember he came to Jacksonville 2 years ago to shoot a video for a real close friend of mine. And it was like he was really like a real genuine guy. Like I haven't met him personally, but one of my good friends from high school shot a video with him, and they flew him out here, and he shot the video. He chilled, dapped it up with the homies, and then he went back. Like he didn't come here for any other business. Like he came, did what he was supposed to do, and left. And it was just like he was just a genuine guy. Rick Ross had some great words. T.I. Like I was looking at even Noriega. Just a lot of people shared a lot of their thoughts, and they were just like disappointed, and like his past don't matter. It was just that he was making a change for now.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Nipsey.
Well, and then I saw like they were looking for the guy that they think did it, and they said that it might like something. There's a story that they were all outside, and he told the dude to leave.
Because he said,
he was like, get out of here, da da da. And the dude went and got a gun and just started shooting them.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
And this, to me, this is a testament to emotional intelligence. How we do need to begin to get to young kids now to teach them about utilizing other avenues.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that guy was, it was his pride, it was his embarrassment.
Sure.
And then he felt like,
So someone's ego was crushed, and therefore he decided to murder him.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's heavy.
Wow. So rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace, for real.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and interview our guest, Stank Sauce. We'll be right back. Taste Test hasn't launched a full sponsor program. Our podcast is mainly funded by its hosts and listeners like you. If you like Taste Test and want us to keep the music digestion sessions going every week, click the Become a Patron link on our website at www.tastetest.live, and you too can sign up and get some exclusive bonus content like today's full interview with Stank Sauce, behind the scenes footage, and more supporter-only content.
Javian on the keys.
Yeah.
No, no. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. From now on I'll live like I know who I am. I'm a vessel of God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not a victim of man. No, no. You can call me whatever you want to, but it won't mean a thing. 'Cause I know my name.
Tell me what you are, man.
I'm a son of a king.
Yeah.
That's why can't nobody tell me that I'm not blessed. No, 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 oh, no, 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 yeah. Even when my life feels like it's a mess. No, 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 oh, no, no, oh, 'cause there's no real reason for me to stress.
Don't stress, don't stress. Don't stress, stress less. Yes.
'Cause it was already written a long time ago. That's why I know I am blessed. Oh God, I know who I am.
I know who I am. Yeah.
I know who I am.
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 I know who
Oh
I
God,
am.
I know who I
I
am.
know who I am. Yeah.
I know who I am.
I know who I am.
I know who I
I
am.
know who I am.
Talk to him.
All right, goes like this. Yes, I know I am blessed, but every single minute I'm being put to the test when I need rest. I get it, but keep it moving, 'cause life's a constant battle when you gotta constantly prove this. Who's this knocking out my window? It's doubt again, trying to take me out again. Whenever I go out, I sit and wonder in the thunder and the rain falls on the run. Will I survive being public enemy number one? It ain't much fun being hunted by police, and your own kind doesn't trust you. I'm just trying to find some peace or relief from the constant struggle of being me. Gotta be that I'm on the right path, but obviously, and I see that we all have anxiety when life gets ill, 'cause fear is only false evidence appearing real, which means even when you start to feel the coldest chill, use it as your inspiration, then begin to build. It gets ill living life among the land. The more you go through, the more you learn and understand. I can care less about the habits of man, 'cause I know, yes I know, yes I know, yes I know who I am.
Yes, I know who I am.
Yes, I know who I am.
I know who I am.
Yes, I know who I am.
I know who I am.
Yes, I know who I am.
I know who I am.
Yes, I know who I am.
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 Yes, I know who I am.
I know who I am.
Yes, I know who I am.
I know who I am.
Yeah, yeah.
I know who I am.
I know who I am, yeah.
I know who I am.
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 Said I know who I am.
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 I know who I am, yeah.
I know who I am. From now on, I'll live
Hey guys, real quick, take a moment before we leave and take a quick second and tell everybody how they can find you, like where you at. What's coming up?
On all social media platforms, on Facebook, Stank Sauce, Instagram and Twitter, Stank Sauce Music. That's
Stank Sauce everything.
Hashtag Stank Sauce everything. That's STANK space sauce SAUCE.
Yeah.
All right. What? Any upcoming gigs that we should be aware of?
We have gigs. We're actually just trying to gig less and take some time to record over this upcoming month or two. But I'm sure we'll be performing still.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna pull you in on a couple sessions.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I need some stank sauce.
Oh, we got
We
you
need
on
a
that.
Damian Lamar stank sauce collabo.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
already in the works.
Oh
Yeah. All right. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. So, thank you.
No problem.
So I think we've reached the end of the show. This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. So Blue, MJ, can you take us out?
If you like what you heard, please follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Taste Test Radio.
Head over to www.tastetest.live where you can find all of our old episodes and hear past guest interviews. Taste Test Live is a fully syndicated podcast and is on podcast services wherever you consume your podcasts.
Yeah. That will do it. And I don't have anything else to say other than keep it stank.
Keep it stank, everybody.
Until next week.
Keep it stank.